Let's start the show.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the ACM Show. This week we have a personal trainer with over 10 years experience here to share his knowledge on how and why you should keep active during this lockdown. And Penrith Panthers supporter Justin Alforque. How are you?
Good, Pierre. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Let's get into it. So firstly, why did you actually get into personal training?
Growing up, I was just always active. Just the sports that my dad put me through. I think he knew from early on that I was, going to be that energetic kid that was always going to be on his feet, running around and stuff like that. So he obviously pushed my energy towards sports. And all throughout high school, it was just a thing for me just to constantly be moving, and I generally enjoyed it. So when I finished high school, I think that was when I realized that, fitness and exercise and just helping people, really was my motivation to get into the industry. So as soon as I finished year 12, I applied for fitness college and got started within 6 months.
Yeah, wow. And you, after the 6-month course, you're already a personal trainer, right?
It was actually a really quick course. It was 8 weeks, and this was through Australian Institute of Fitness, which a lot of people go through. But in those 8 weeks, I think by the 4th week, I got a job at a gym, which was good because the job that I got was just as an admin role. So I kind of got to sit from, the back of the desk where I could kind of learn as I go and feed off other personal trainers, feed off the managers, and really learn the back end of how the business works. And it made me step into the whole personal training side a lot easier because I felt confident being inside the gym. I felt confident as to, what the gym obviously has to offer. And then it made me kind of find my feet as to, what I can offer as a personal trainer myself.
Oh, wow. So how important is it to stay active in the current environment that we're in at the moment? Obviously, a lot of people are working from home. How important is it to keep active during these times?
Yeah, it really is a crazy time that we're living through right now. Hey, going through 2019, where, at the start of the year, we were living normally. Everyone was going to work. Everyone was getting out and about, and then to be hit with this lockdown in, I'd say, the middle of 2020, it really shifted everyone's routine. When restrictions start to ease, everyone's back at work and,
It started to feel normal again.
Yeah, definitely. And then now here we are in 2021 and we're back in it. It really throws everyone's routine off, especially with the kids, especially having that work-life balance. Having a nowadays people they go to work and work is home, whereas before home was home. You went to work, that was your time away from home, that was your time away from the kids. So I think the importance of staying active during this time is really important because it's your getaway. It's a way to relieve your stress.
Yeah,
it's a way to take a breather and get away from how crazy the world is at the moment. So I really do think the importance of staying active at this time. Not only for yourself, but for your family, for your partner, for your friends. There really is an importance to get out there, when you can.
Yeah,
keeping within the COVID restrictions, stay active.
Definitely. I mean, do you have any tips? Do you have any tips for anyone who's sort of struggling mentally and physically, how they can sort of pull themselves out of that slump?
It really depends on how you take it. For me, it was more like a blessing in disguise because I think it made me realize how grateful I am, just the little things, to have a roof over our heads, food on the table, clothes on our back, to be surrounded with just, purely just, my partner and our kids, and it just being us. I think it was good to kind of get away from, the busy life of just world in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like everyone gets so caught up in everything that's going on, social media, and
So mentally, it really helps you to just focus on everything that's good
hundred
in your
percent.
life. Yeah.
I think it would, like, if anything, it just, yeah, it just made me more grateful.
Yeah.
Made me more grateful for where I'm at. And if anything, it makes you more excited for what the future has, depending on how COVID goes. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So mentally, it seems like you're focusing on all the really good things in your life at the moment.
yeah, most definitely. I think with with just how everything has been going, and how it's kind of changed my perspective on life right now. It's as a personal trainer, you really do get busy, and you focus a lot more on training people, and you kind of tend to forget, you know, training yourself. and,
Yeah.
and
Right.
it's normal, like, when your job is to help people get active, that becomes your priority.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you kind of want to practice what you preach, but you get so caught up in training people that you kind of get so busy. And but I found that with the whole restrictions and the lockdowns, it's really taken me back, and it's really put me in a position to get into a good routine of training and finding what works well for me.
Yeah.
And I found that now, like, I've been in a good routine of training at 5 a.m.s every day, without fail. My body clock's there, and the best part about it is I'm really starting to enjoy training. Fortunately enough, I do have a home gym, but I think for anyone during this time, it's really just trying to set those little goals. This is a time to really be focusing on yourself. A time to set these little things. If that's to go for a walk, 2 to 3 times a week. And if you have kids, get into a routine of taking the kids out. We've got a 3-year-old, or soon to be 3-year-old, and we've got a 1-year-old daughter, and me and my partner. We ended up getting bikes during this lockdown.
Yeah.
And every afternoon, we'll be out and about on the bikes at 4:30, 5 an hour, and it's just become a routine for us. So I think
A lot of people need to get out of that mindset, saying, because I see a lot of posts, say, on Instagram or Facebook, where people are saying, I can't wait to get back to the gym, I can't wait to do this. But the thing is, you don't actually need to wait to go back to a gym to get back into that, to stay in that fitness routine.
Exactly. It's so simple, like I said, it's just setting these little goals, like going for walks or for jogs, or even just doing like some bodyweight exercises. You could do them, in your backyard. You could do them at the park. Really, you can do them anywhere. It's all about just getting started. I know it is a crazy time, and the stresses of being in lockdowns, and the stresses of just being cooped up in your own home. But fortunately enough for us, we do get that chance to go outside and exercise. So I think it's about people just taking advantage of it, and really, back to what I was saying, really just setting these little goals. And I feel like once they start knocking them out bit by bit, it really starts to become a part of the routine. And for me, as soon as I started training at 5 a.m., I started seeing results, and I started enjoying it. And mentally, I was just on another level. Felt great. I really started to enjoy where I was at, and it just made me want to push more, made me want to set more goals, and made me want to, not even just about training, but just about being better. And if that's just in eating healthier, or just being a better father to the kids, just these little things. It just makes you just these little goals, and the change in routine really makes a big difference.
Definitely. Yeah. It's a pivot for your routine and adjusting to what's happening at the moment, but still being able to stay in that routine of exercising or whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
absolutely. That's great. We mentioned staying in that routine of exercising from home. what are some exercises, say 4 to 6 exercises you can do at home using either a desk chair or no equipment at all?
Yeah, there's really heaps that you can do. I've got this one simple workout, just using 6 exercises and just your office chair. So first exercise is a squat jump. Exercise 2 are your split squats or lunges. You've got your push-ups, tricep dips, ab rollouts, and knee tucks. And all these 6 exercises are using just your office chair. You can even just use, a dining chair. You can even use, a step outside, or it's a really simple workout, and it's as simple as doing 10 reps for each exercise, having a 45-second rest, and then doing a second set again. And you can do anywhere from 3 to 5 sets of those 6 exercises, and you'll get a great workout out of it. And just trying to knock that out, 2 to 3 times a week, or even just once a week, and doing 2 other days of walking or jogging. It just gives you that variety.
So if you don't have an office chair, then what can you do? Can you still do those same exercises? Or
Yeah, the great part about this workout, you really don't need the chair. The chair is, I like to see it as a way of progression. So you can do squats just standing. You can do your normal lunges. You can do push-ups off the ground. Instead of doing tricep dips, you can even do a front plank, another core exercise. If you don't want to do ab rollouts, you can just do your crunches. If you don't want to do your knee tucks, you could just do, your Russian twist. So there are a lot of just plain bodyweight exercises that you can do using just the same format of just 10 reps for each exercise and having your 45-second to 60-second rest. There are so many bodyweight exercises, so many online pages where you can get workouts off there, which is just purely bodyweight exercises, circuits, or strength movements.
So there's definitely a lot of information out there that you can find just to do calisthenic or plyometric workouts. That's online, right? You don't need, again, just to stay in that routine, you don't need a gym to actually stay active.
Yeah, definitely. It's all there. So I think we really do have a lot at our fingertips in regards to, pulling out your phone, which I feel like a lot of us are used to doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I think the great thing is there's so much out there for us. So, using this lockdown and really trying to take advantage of, your health and taking advantage of this time that you have to kind of, set the goal of staying active and get them moving. I think it'll be great. It's just a matter of, like I said, people just setting that goal and just getting going.
Definitely. I know that during the first lockdown, I think I put on close to 10, maybe no, 15 kilos. I'm pretty sure I put on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This time around, I'm not doing that.
Definitely. You're looking lean.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, all good.
Well, that's it. That's the ACM show. Thank you so much for jumping on, Justin. How was that? That was your first podcast experience. How was it?
Yeah, it was actually quite fun, eh? It was good to kind of get behind the camera and do something a little bit different, and really enjoyed that one. Thanks for that.
Absolutely. No, and you definitely imparted a lot of knowledge to people, hopefully, especially about staying active at home. So thank you so much.
Legend. Thanks heaps.
No worries, guys. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks for another episode of the ACM show.